All right, so here today we are back over here on Goddess of Victory Nikke. Kind of want to talk about this because I did see a little bit of issue with the community, like losing their mind, low key. So there is some new things that have dropped over here for our first time ever. I think we've never had a currency like this, unless I'm like mistaken. I don't think we've ever had a currency like this. I think for the first time ever, this is a thing that they dropped. So today we're going to jump into it, have a little bit of fun with it. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Hopefully you guys are having a good time over here. Best of luck again with the Nier collaboration and everything associated. Today let's talk about the two topics, though. One being the Chuji Summon, and then the second one obviously being like, hey, this is a new functionality, I guess you could say, they added to the game. So ignore that. Let's jump into it. Here we go. First things first, if you don't already know, if you go over here, they've added a new currency. Pretty much, it doesn't display on the Sora banner because it's not actually working towards the Sora banner. It displays over here. It adds a currency called the Outer Automata exclusive recruit voucher. It is a new recruit voucher they've added in over here for a certain reason. So their reasoning for doing this, probably speaking, is they wanted to give you the other, like the Nier event here in this way, because again, like what happens is when a rerun event happens, most people don't go to the archives actually and care to rewatch it there. So they decided, like, instead of just like putting it in the archives, let's put it out here so more players can actually enjoy it and see it and such, and also have all the actual capabilities of a normal event right there from that button. So they did it that way, right? It's right there, simple. But they also didn't want to give you too many advanced recruit vouchers because again, summer's like literally right after, or like soon after. So they didn't want to, like, give those tickets, but they still wanted to give some tickets. So pretty much their like conclusion on that, I'm happy that they didn't go out of their way to like make this like this over here, like the new ticket, like that Automata ticket. I'm happy they didn't do that. What they did was, throughout the story and everything, you can go to the shop over here and claim 10 tickets, that being 10 Outer Automata tickets, which is an, again, exclusive ticket just for the 2B or A2 banners. It can be used on both of them, right? It's again a special recruit voucher that can only be used during the Automata limited time recruitment event, cannot be used for other recruitments. Again, it's designed pretty much to not give you advanced recruit vouchers, technically speaking, but there is a little bit of a shimmer of goodness out of this actual thing over here. Pretty much over here again, it's the Silent Oasis. It has 3 more tickets, 5 more tickets, 5 more tickets, so 15. Sorry, 10, and then 5 over here. Which again, that's not that bad, right? It's get 15 tickets over here, and then you get 10 in the login stamp. For the most part, that's pretty good. I can't say that it's a bad thing by any means. I don't know if the minigame gives any. If it does, please let me know. Then that's even more for tickets on top of that. For what it is, it's again, I'm not going to say it's a bad thing. Because why it's okay is, let me show you to you. Ready? If I were to claim this over here, so let's say claim. Okay. This will give me 2 tickets. I now take these tickets over here. Go over to the, give it a second to load. Go over here to the banner. Pretty much, if you were to check it, I have 360 pity. I go over here, so that's again 2 tickets. So now if I put 1 pull in, I have 361 pity. So let's put 1 pull in just to show it to you. Now you saw that it went up like before that. I already showed it kind of, but let's just go through this. I don't think I'm gonna pull anything actually. Imagine. Imagine. All right, that's it. Rappi. So it went to 361. But yeah, so you can clearly see it does give you pity. I went to go check if the minigame gives it to you as well. I randomly picked up an extra pull. So I think that you do get 10 free pulls total from the minigame. Every single day you pick up a pull, so every single reset that gives you, I think it's an extra pull. So it should be 35 pity is what you pick up here. I don't know how I got the extra pull. All I did was play the minigame. It doesn't like show you a pop-up that you get it, but I think that's how I got it. You clearly see I have 361 versus what I had before, and all I did was this one purple summon. So it is cool. The purple summons do count towards pity. So it looks like this update alone, you pick up 35 pity just from Nier, which is super, super cool. Remember, we did really have to get this stuff over here, being the extra pulls, but you do get it. So for the most part, it's a good mechanic, and it's something they can now do in the future where they can just rerun any event they want at any point, right? They had Amelia's collaboration. They had, the ones that can rerun, right? So you have the ReZero collab and you have the Chainsaw Man collab. So at any point, both those collaborations can now just come back at any time. Like, for example, you can literally have the Chainsaw Man collab get dropped in, like, September. It can. It's a rerun, right? And on top of that, they're giving you 35 free pulls to take care of that collab. For whatever it is, it's not a bad thing to kind of go for. And every time they do this, they just give you pity, which is good, right? It's saving towards summer. Yes, it would have been nicer to have those extra 20 pulls for summer. There's no doubt about that, yes, but it's still building towards pity, so I can't really say it's a bad thing. Definitely for the most part, it's kind of cool. So not bad. Technically, I think it's 35 free pulls because the minigame back then gave you 10 pulls. So it's like 35 pulls was like the normal collab average. 15 there, 10 in the shop, and then 10 in the minigame. So I think it's 35 total, because again, I just played only 4 parts of the minigame, and I got one of that over there. But I'll know after, progressing each day after reset and such. So for right now, not bad. Total 35 pity, 35 pulls. We'll take it for what it is. And again, it opens a door in the future for Chainsaw, for ReZero, for EVA 3.0. It opens that door where things like that can happen, and they can also at the same time have a standard event occur, and on top of that have these rerun pulls occur, which is kind of cool. So for what it is, there's that. Beyond that aspect of it, should you summon? A lot of players keep asking my comments, is it worth it? If you like 2B, if you like A2, pull for them. Don't be pulling for meta. There is literally zero reason to pull for meta. Yes, you could still use A2 and 2B here and there. There is no doubt about that. Simply put, most of the time, Nikke is being played now by most players as just a waifu game. Because again, you rarely get like insanely hard content other than Solo Raid. Solo Raid's like your only like actual content. Be honest, right? You get your story updates, but you have your Pilgrims teams for that. That sort of gets cleared like that. You have Overclock, which a lot of players don't give a damn for. You have the bosses in Interception, which again, most of the time it's like Pilgrims being cleared there, or here and there you get like a character that can help you with that. Most of the time you're good. Most of the time you have your teams and everything. If it's a collaboration like this, given it's a rerun, you're gonna ask me the same question when Makima or Amelia or those characters rerun. If you freaking like ReZero, pull ReZero. If you like Chainsaw, pull Chainsaw. It's up to you, right? In this case, it's the same way. I would not advise any pulls go towards Sora unless you like her as a character and she's, again, makes you feel a certain way. Then you can be my guest, but there shouldn't be any pulls given here. This should be wish listed. This is like chef's kiss on the wish list aspect. So don't even ask a question here. Now, 2B. The only thing is, this lasts for 26 days. If 2B getting a rerun here means that you're never going to get 2B again, pull 2B. If that's going to hurt your feelings that you didn't ever get 2B and she never comes back again, pull 2B, okay? If A2 is going to hurt your feelings as well, where you never have the chance to ever get A2 again, and that hurts you, pull A2. That's it. Don't pull for meta. Strictly pull because you like the characters. What I will say is, there were no leaks. That's of what's next, okay? When that happens, a lot of the time it turns into a limited update, which it's, again, they don't allow leaks for it, right? You don't really get leaks for seasonal characters. You don't really get leaks for collaboration. That's kind of how it goes. High chance summer is right after this, but it's not confirmed yet. If you are on the edge of things, you're really freaking out, wait the entire duration of the event, get your 35 free pulls, put your 35 free pulls in. You never know what happens. In this game, it's a 4% on a 2%. Anything can actually happen. Use those 35, see where it takes you. If it gets you what you need, boom. If not, pull then. By that point, you will 100% know what summer has to offer, and if summer is even good or bad by then, if it comes out on the 17th. If it doesn't, it comes out on the 31st, you'll at least know what summer has to offer. If they do a summer stream, you'll even know what the plan is with summer, and again, what their units are designed like. But for now, 35 free pulls are given to you. Have fun with A2 and 2B. Use this to MLB. Only ones really punished here are whales. They technically don't get anything. Like, for example, for me, right, I don't have 2B or A2 dupes, so I get extra, right? I have a chance to maybe get some extra dupes here. What I will say is, don't, like, fall for the bait and put multis in because, like, you got now 2Bs. You're like, oh my god, I'm doing this, I'm going to go all the way in. This is a good way to get players to pull, but if you really want that wallpaper, have fun with it. This is like getting players that extra dupe. They're like, oh my god, 2 dupes away, I can now achieve MLB 2B. If you want to go for that, do that, but it's very smart how this was designed. Again, 35 free pulls. You could theoretically get an extra dupe there, and that could like trigger something in people's brains like, dude, I could MLB now. Up to you if you want to do that. But yes, again, pull strictly for waifu. They are not hardcore meta anymore. They're still good to use, and you can use them 100%. Well, they're not like literally the greatest characters out there. They're still mediocre, and they're still used. So pull because you like them, nothing else. All right, that's it. Quick video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next one.